Your life will never get better if you don't strive to change it. And that's the motto I live my life by. Hi, my name is Cameron, and this is my first YouTube video documenting my entire life and the stuff I go through. This first video is going to cover exactly where I came from, my background, and how I got started. I am a college student right now working an internship, and I also am the CEO and CTO of 2 startups. I work relentlessly on entrepreneurship and improving my business sense and my intelligence in that area. And it's been a great journey. It's taught me my passions, what I like to do, what works for me, and what I'm really, really good at and my goals are. So this is gonna start at the beginning of my childhood when I started becoming a swimmer. I was always a very ambitious kid and I loved swimming. I would do it every single day. I swam for 14 years of my life before I quit at 19 years old. I was always the type of kid to try the hardest and work the hardest. I would go to practice 6 days a week ever since I was 14 years old. And I fell in love with this sport so much that it became my life. And it taught me the discipline that I have today to go execute on the stuff I'm doing in business. In swimming in high school, I was doing it 24/7. I did it for school, and then I also did it for club. Keep in mind that I also did 2 other sports in high school, volleyball and track, but swimming was my main one. It's the sport that I got 5 to 10 D1 offers in, and I was really ready to go to college for it. And it was at a really hard point in my life where I was choosing between going to swim in college or going to school academically. And the problem with swimming nowadays, because of Title IX, is not many kids are given the opportunities with scholarships to actually be able to swim in college on scholarship. And I had an academic scholarship to this other school. So it became this problem where I was deciding between going to school for swimming and possibly giving up my academic scholarships, or I would go to school for academics. And I decided to go to school for academics, and I quit swimming. And that was heartbreak for me. I couldn't stand not doing the thing that I loved every single day. And if you're in the audience and you played a sport, a childhood sport, especially one that you were good enough to go D1 in, you would understand that it's hard. It's really hard quitting something that you have trained your entire life to do and just giving it up. So that weighed on me mentally, and I had to shift my focus. So I ended up shifting my focus to professional development in college. I came into college and saying, this is gonna be what I want. This is the job I want. This is what I need. I need to switch my focus from swimming to professional development, and the job was the goal. I made my entirety of my discipline, my work ethic that I got from swimming to getting a professional job. And my entire freshman year, I joined early career programs. I joined different organizations that helped me enhance my education to the fact where I could get a job. And that brings me to my sophomore year, where I did actually end up getting a really good job at a company and multiple other offers at various companies that were prestigious. And I was happy when I got that job, but I didn't feel complete. I was, in a sense, left in darkness because I had worked so hard. I had gotten on so many different phone calls for recruiters, staying up till 3 a.m. every night, messaging, emails, all of it. And it turned out in the end that a job wasn't fulfilling for what I had worked all those hours to get. So that kind of threw me into a spiral. And that brings us to around February of this year. I had this realization that nobody was gonna come and save me. I was already a college student, already have college debt, and I was working towards something that wasn't bringing me passion. And I came up with this idea. And with this idea came a spark in my head, and it was the spark of entrepreneurship and building something from scratch. And ever since I got an idea and started building a business for myself, I've never looked back. And it initially was like, how do I build this great thing that's going to eventually bring me a lot of money, but also it's part of my passion? How do I do that successfully without failing? But that's the thing. Failure is one of the best things that can happen to you. Failure is something that you embrace. It's almost like feedback for you to not do it again and do better. In my opinion, the more times you fail, the better off you're gonna be. Anyways, back to the story. In February, I started this business. I ended up going all in it. I ended up getting employees. I ended up working so many hours a week on it, between 80 and 100 hours a week. I started putting aside my schoolwork for the business, and that's when I realized it was over. That's when I realized that I had enough spirit to do all of it, that I could succeed in entrepreneurship. And yes, I did not pay that much attention to school that semester, but I was doing the thing that I loved, the thing that is business and starting your business, and it was my passion. And that has brought me today where I'm at an internship right now. I'm pretty unhappy at the internship, but I'm still working on my companies and striving to be better. And that's what my company, Peptide AI, today is doing pretty well. We have recently closed an accelerator deal where I'm going to be going full-time on it in August and fully dedicating my entire time to this company, my dream and my passion, and not working for someone else. And I think that's very powerful in my journey and everything that I've implemented, so that I can do my passion and be happy. Because at the end of the day, why are you doing something you're not happy with if it's not your passion? And that's the thing I want you to remember, taking away from this video, is that you can do your passion and succeed at it, and also make money from it at the same time, so you can be financially stable. As long as you have the grit, the work ethic, the discipline to get it done, and you're gonna fail so many times. I wanna say I've already failed 15 times, probably more, but you can fail hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. And as long as you have the work ethic and discipline to get back up every time you fail and go back and work just as hard as you did at it before, you will succeed one day. You will succeed. So take that away from this video, and thank you for watching. I'm going to be posting a lot more on this channel. I'm going to try to post 1 to 2 times a week, and it's just going to be authentic me talking, uncut, because I think authenticity is one of the best things. But thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.